Servicing the regulator on an Etha3. First thing we need to do is remove the pop assembly and the regulator assembly from the grip frame. Remove the two screws in the bottom of the pops. Now pull out the pops assembly. Here we have the inline regulator and the pops. We don't have to split these at all for servicing. All we need to do is remove the cap from the top of the regulator. Inside there we have the regulator spring, the regulator piston, and the final piece inside here is the adjuster assembly. So use the 1/8 hex key, turn this in clockwise from the bottom, and the regulator adjuster assembly will come out. Take a microfiber, clean off the old grease, any dirt and debris from all the parts. You can see that the adjuster assembly is two-piece construction, bottom and a top. I'm going to inspect the regulator seal, which you can do by placing the 1/8 in the bottom of the adjuster, hex key through the holes, loosen the top, remove the regulator adjuster top. The black seal in here is your regulator seal. Just want to check that the center of the seal, where the piston seals against, is clean. There's no cuts or marks in the surface. If you do need to replace that, just remove the seal. Underneath there is purge poppet and spring. Again, just make sure they're clean, not damaged. You can flip the seal if you need to. You can use both sides of this seal. I'm just going to put this back in the same way it came out. It's in good condition. Push that back into place. One of the most important seals in the regulator assembly is a number 008, which is on the inside of the reg top. So when we reassemble this, we're going to make sure that's well greased. Again, fasten this back up the same way. 1/8 adjuster in the bottom, and then just nip the two parts together to make sure it's metal to metal touching there. So now we've cleaned everything, inspected the regulator seal, we're going to go ahead and rebuild it. The number 8 seal in the top of the adjuster is one of the most important. As I said, some grease on the end of a 2mm or 5/64 driver. I'm going to put that in there and work it around the number 8. That's the seal that seals around the shaft on the piston. We'll just put a little bit of a light amount of grease on the two external O-rings, and then we can put that back into the regulator body. Hold it in place with your finger, 1/8 into the bottom, anti-clockwise. I'm going to screw that all the way in or out, whichever one, so it's flush with the bottom. You can then put spring back in, some grease on the O-ring on the piston and just a bit more on the shaft of the piston as well. Drop that into the reg body, and then we'll just put the cap back on, screw that all the way down. Once we've done that, we can put that back into the frame. Two screws back in. and that is servicing the regulator on an Etha 3.